Hey guys, it's Christy. Welcome back to my channel. If you've been watching my videos lately, you know that I am dealing with a summer cold right now. So bear with me, but this is an important case that needs to be out there. So here we are. If you know me at all, you know the reason I started my channel was I am Cherokee Indian, and there is a huge problem with missing and murdered Indigenous people in this country, and their cases not getting attention, and a lot of them never get solved. So it was really important to me to bring these stories out that aren't getting the coverage. Cases from Oklahoma in general don't get a lot of national coverage, but missing and murdered Indigenous people, not just here in Oklahoma, and it's very close to my heart. It's one of the main reasons I am here. So I'm going to bring you a case today. It is a missing Native American woman. She is from Oklahoma, and one of the places that she's known to travel is not super far. It's within a half hour of where I live. So of course, when I saw this, I was like, how can I help? You know, I send me the PDF so I can print out flyers and put them around here. Because like I said, I am in that area, and another way I can help is by doing this video and getting her story out there for people who more likely than not have not even heard about this case. And I want to spread awareness about her and missing and murdered Indigenous people as a whole. So today we are going to be talking about Kendra Nicole Battelo. Now, she has been missing as of yesterday for 2 months. 2 months. Her date of birth is 8/24/1997. She has black hair. Her eye color is dark brown. She's 5'8", about 115 pounds. She is affiliated with the Muskogee tribe here in Oklahoma. She was last seen in Enid, Oklahoma on July 5th, 2022, and is known to travel to Bristow, Oklahoma. If you have any information, please contact the Enid Police Department at 580-242-7000. And I will, of course, put that information in the description box below. But we're not just here to read her poster. Let's talk about what's going on. And this case, like many MMIP cases, has not been handled very well. And I'm not afraid to call that out here. So, okay. Now, she's known to travel to Bristow, Oklahoma, and it's quite a distance from Enid. For those of you that are not familiar, I have a little bit of a map here to kind of give you an idea of the area that we're talking. As you can see, it's about an hour and 48 minutes to a little over 2 hours to travel. And there's various routes you could travel, but that's a big area, and people need to be on the lookout throughout that whole area. If she left Enid and was trying to get to Bristow, she could be anywhere in between. So everybody in the vicinity needs to be putting these flyers out and keeping their eyes out for her. She does have some mental health issues, and she has struggled with substance abuse. So that's also something to keep in mind, but we're not going to focus on that because there's no victim blaming or shaming on my channel. I don't care if you have mental issues. I don't care if you have substance abuse issues. You still deserve to be found, you still deserve justice. So do not let that make you think that this case is any less worthy than any other case that I may cover, because it doesn't matter. This is still a person with a family that loves her and cares about her and wants her home. That's what you need to focus on. So she was living, I'm going to take the map down and put a picture of her up because I want you to focus on this beautiful woman. This is Kendra. She's gorgeous, right? Gorgeous. So she was living with Colby Dennis Shepard and Tanya Dixon Glasgow at the time of her disappearance. Tanya called Kendra's grandma asking if she had seen Kendra. Tanya said Kendra and Colby had gotten into a fight, like an argument. Kendra left and Colby left shortly after, and neither of them had seen her since. So it's unlike Kendra to go missing or be out of contact for more than a few days. The last message that the family can confirm was from Kendra's phone was on July 7th at 2:21 p.m. There had been some Facebook activity the week after, but the family can't confirm that it was actually Kendra. Kendra and Colby have been dating for some time, both of them in and out of substance use. There's a past involving DV and the police department. Now, get this. There is an open DV case with the police department for Colby strangling Kendra. Enid Police Department does not see Colby as a suspect currently, although he has been questioned and search warrants were issued to see if they could find anything regarding Kendra's disappearance. Now, she has a shaved head right now, and that is due to the DV. Apparently, her partner was known to be pulling her hair, and she shaved her head. She also has a front chipped tooth, a birthmark on her neck. She has absolutely no tattoos. None. She likes to change her appearance with makeup and wigs from time to time. So if we look at her flyer again, you can see there's multiple pictures of her with different hair and different makeup. So, that's another thing to consider. She could be wearing a wig, or she may be doing her makeup differently. So this is a really good flyer because it gives you a lot of options of how she may look at this moment. And it also, at the top, has the picture of her with the very short hair. So there's no suspects. Enid Police lost the missing persons report for 6 days. How the hell do you lose a missing persons report for 6 freaking days? And it took 34 days for Kendra to be added to the NamUs database. And we're going to get into why that is BS in a little bit. On the 21st of August, Kendra finally made it on the news in Wichita, Kansas. Not Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas. Remember, she is from Oklahoma. She's missing in Oklahoma. And when she finally makes it on the news last month, it's in Kansas. So thank you, Wichita, Kansas. Do you see why these cases frustrate me, y'all? So as far as the whole NamUs fiasco, I'm going to explain this. I'm going to tell you a story. This is Francine Frost. And there is a law named after this woman, Francine's Law. And let me tell you about it. So Francine's Law was inspired by a woman whose body was found in Muskogee County in 1983. Francine's Law requires law enforcement agencies statewide to enter information regarding all missing persons and unidentified remains into the NamUs database within 30 days, not 34. And That's after losing the report for 6 days. Anyway, Francine Frost disappeared on a February night in 1981 from a grocery store parking lot in Tulsa. There was no evidence found at the scene except for her car keys hanging from her car door. For over 30 years, Frost's body remained unidentified. When the unknown remains information was placed into NamUs, a connection was made between Frost's existing entry and this new one. Francine's family finally got closure in 2014, though her body was found in 1983. So that is disturbing. It's very disturbing that she was not even entered into the database for 34 days after they lost her missing persons report for 6 days. Enid Police Department, do better. You can do better. On that note, there's going to be a peaceful protest tomorrow. It will be outside of the Enid Police Department at 1 o'clock. If you're in the area and you can go, go. Enid Police need to see that this is BS. It needs to be taken more seriously. We need to know what is being done. How are you working to try to find her? You know, are you calling in additional resources to help? I mean, let's put some pressure on Enid Police Department, and this is a good way to do it. And you can call them. Tell them where you're from and why this case upsets you so much. Demand answers for this family. There are so many ways that we can put pressure on the police to do more and to do better. So I would highly encourage you to do that. If you're not in the area, you can still call them and make your feelings known. I would appreciate it, and I know Kendra's family would appreciate it. So now I want to talk to you a little bit about the MMIP movement. Put Kendra's flyer back up here because it's so important. Y'all, if you screenshot this and print it off, I will share it on all my socials. If you can print it off, that would be fantastic. And if you could share it on your social media, wherever you are, that would help so much. We need to get Kendra's story out there, get her face out there, and get this more recognition. This case needs awareness, and that's why I'm here. So the MMIP movement is in place due to the lack of help Indigenous people receive from law enforcement and the lack of media coverage for our people. Indigenous people are coming to the aid of our own people because this is a very important narrative to keep in order to spread awareness about the MMIP epidemic that has plagued our people and stolen our futures. MMIP of South Central Kansas and the family of Kendra Battelo have been working tirelessly to find answers. Law enforcement needs to be held accountable and find different avenues in order to protect our people. And yes, you heard that right. MMIP of South Central Kansas and the family of Kendra are the ones doing the bulk of this work to get answers. Her cousin is on TikTok, and I will also link that in the description. It's spirited.reign, REIGN, on TikTok, and she does TikToks about her cousin missing and about the fiasco with the investigation and how the family has been treated by the Enid Police Department. And I would encourage you to go watch that, and you'll see even more why these cases frustrate me. It's not fair. It's not fair to us at all as Native Americans. I mean, I catch a lot of flack because people are like, oh, well, if I looked at you, I would say you're Caucasian. I'm not. I have an Indian card. I have quite a bit of Indian blood in me, even though I don't really look it, I guess. But just because I have blondish hair and blue-green eyes doesn't make me any less Native American. And I hate to think, if something happens to me, am I going to be treated this way? I mean, it's ridiculous. As soon as they find out that I'm Cherokee, are they just going to be like, oh, she doesn't matter? That's an awful feeling. It's awful. So call Enid Police at 580-242-7000 with case number 2022-6114 and tell them that where you're calling from and that you're concerned. Let them know. They need to know that something more needs to be done. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in and watching this video. It really means a lot to me. And I always ask you to give my videos a thumbs up to help boost them in the algorithm. I really mean that today. If you watch, please give it a thumbs up. This needs to be boosted in the algorithm like no other video because it's not being covered. And people need to be aware. I guarantee you there are people in Oklahoma in this area where she's missing that don't know. So please, please, please give this a thumbs up and get it up there in the algorithm so YouTube will share it with more people and more people can learn about Kendra, learn about this messed up case, and it will just spread awareness. And that's what we need right now. We need awareness of this case. Share, share, share. Share it on your social media. Talk about it. Talk about what's wrong with this case. Like I said, I will put her flyer on all my socials. So if you follow me, share the picture of her flyer. And like I said, share her story in your own words, why this concerns you. It's important and it can really help. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would encourage you to do so. These aren't the only cases I cover, but they are very important to me as a Cherokee. I want to spread awareness about what is happening in this country. So please subscribe, hit the bell to all, and you'll get notified every time I upload a video, not just about this case, but all of the cases that I cover. And I will continue to follow this case, and I will update you if and when anything happens. As always, thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me to learn what there is to learn about Kendra and this case, and helping me spread awareness about something that is so important to me. So everybody take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day. Have a great week. And as always, I will see you in the next one.